Hello guys, welcome to another log of nature spirits, and for today's log we have this Totamon, and we're starting with a very special sequence of jogressing these two Digimon. And of course, if you're wondering, hey, why are we jogressing these two Totamons? We'll explain that later, but anyway, we are starting with this, and let's appreciate the jogress sequence. And foolishly, I forgot to turn on the sound. So unfortunately, we didn't document that jogress with sound, but yeah, the evolution sound is pretty much the same as usual. And now we have Jyagamon, the jogress of two Totamons. Yes, I raised two Totamons. And before I explain why I do that, I will cover that during the profile section. And let's, as usual, allow Jagamon here to idle around in Digimon's house while we jump into the profile. Let's look at Jagamon's profile, shall we? Before I continue with today's log, I just have to say, if you're a fan of Digimon or raising virtual pets, you have come to the right channel, because this channel focuses on raising Digimon. I document every single Digimon that I raise, and I upload at least twice a week and sometimes every day. So if you like such content, go ahead and blast some rocks at the like and subscribe button, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Alright, let's get down to Jagamon's profile. As usual, we start with origin and etymology of its name. According to Wikimon, Jaga is short for Jagaimo, which means potato in Japanese. And so it's a potato-based Digimon. Very interesting, I didn't know that. I don't know why they have to change Jyagamon to Jagamon. But then again, I have mispronounced his name in a span of 5 minutes. A couple of times already I've been fumbling around with his name, seen earlier in the video. So obviously, that could be the reason why they decided to change his name from Jyagamon to Jagamon. So in Japanese it's Jyagamon, but in English, I think it's easier to just call it Jagamon. So Jagamon's profile, let's see. It's a mimic Digimon, according to Digimon.net. It's a mimic Digimon that conceals itself from foes with its potato-like appearance. Timid and with no love of combat, Jagamon nevertheless possesses an exceedingly high hidden potential for battle. So it's very powerful, but it just doesn't like battling. Sounds a bit like Gohan from Dragon Ball. Anyway, this peaceful creature loves eating and sleeping above all else. Jagamon's epidermis is several degrees harder than it looks, allowing it to endure enemy attacks if it curls up in its limbs and head, like a tortoise, I guess. That's why it's a spiritual evolution to Totamon. The part that looks like a sprout serves the role of a radar to detect enemy movements from behind and above, keeping it aware of its surroundings even with its head hidden. Okay, I didn't know that. It uses its special move Smash Potatoes to fire off a part of its epidermis. I'm sorry, I didn't know his attack was Smash Potatoes. I keep thinking it's rocks. In my head, it will always be rocks. The animation looks like rocks, so I always call it rocks, even though it's potatoes. So they're just throwing potatoes. Smash Potatoes nonetheless. Like, how much damage is it gonna be? Anyway, that's Jagamon's profile. Let's talk about how I evolved him. If you look at his evolution requirements here, it's a very curious one because it's the only ultimate level in the entire Nature Spirits device that can't evolve naturally. So all of the other ultimate level Digimon, like your Adler Kabuterimon, also known as Mega Kabuterimon, Injiwumon, Triceramon, Piccolomon, all can evolve through natural evolution, meaning just raise the champion normally with certain conditions fulfilled and battle conditions fulfilled and a win rate, and it will evolve. But Jagamon's evolution requirements are all through jogress. So to be fair, back on the 1990s, the original Nature Spirits device, there were actually 6 ultimates in every roster, 3 of which are achieved through natural evolution, and 3 of which are jogress evolution. It was very standardized, it was very fixed. But this time round, they decided that these ultimates, some of them you can achieve through Jogress, but they will have a natural evolution way or method to evolve aside from just Jogressing. But Jagamon is the only one that doesn't have a natural evolution path. So Ala Kabuterai you can obtain through Jogress, but you can also evolve him naturally from Kabuterimon. In Jibumon, you can achieve through Jogress on Kabuterai or Starmon, but you can also evolve naturally through Tailmon. So Jagamon is the only one. I would have expected Tortomon to be able to just naturally evolve to Jagamon, but no, even Tortomon has to evolve to Jagamon through Jogress. So in order for me to not mess this order up, sorry, I'm a little OCD on this. Okay, not OCD might not be the right word, but yeah, I'm a little particular about these evolution paths, and so I raised two Tortomons to Jogress with each other into Jagamon. And this would not have been possible if they didn't tweak the logic, the constraint, because back then on the 1990s, Jogress evolutions were very strict. You cannot have the same Digimon Jogressing with each other. So back in the 1990s, two Tortomons would not be able to evolve a Jogress. In fact, if you occupy the same evolution slot, so if Tortomon is in Nature Spirits, Dolphmon, right, or Rukamon occupies that same vaccine slot, if you will, as a vaccine champion in Deep Savers. Two different devices, Tortomon and Rukamon, would also not be able to Jogress. They will recognize Rukamon to be a similar Digimon to Tortomon and hence deny that Jogress combination. But this time around, they were really lax. It's like, so long as it's two vaccine and you just Jogress Tortomon with another vaccine, even if it's another Tortomon, they'll allow it. So that's great. So I managed to Jogress two Tortomons into Jyagamon without compromising on, the lock sequence that I want to do. So the rest I will evolve naturally. The rest of the ultimates I will achieve them through natural evolution, not Jogress. Only Tortomon is the one. So this will not be the only case. We also have, I think in the Deep Savers scenario, it is I think Wamon is the one, or Huemon or Wamon, Huemon is the one that has to evolve through Jogress, the special one, the special needy one. And in Nightmare Soldiers, I can't remember which one, or maybe there isn't one. I thought there was. I had the impression that there was one that requires Jogress only, but maybe I was mistaken, yeah. Because Garuru could evolve naturally as well. So maybe just for Nature Spirits, it's got special treatment. Everything could evolve naturally, but definitely Nature Spirits and Deep Savers have this specific Jogress only ultimate Digimon. So interesting. We'll get to document that when we get to Wamon in Deep Savers. That's enough about its evolution conditions. That's how I achieve Jagamon. There are many other ways to achieve Jagamon through Jogress, but that's the way I chose to evolve Jagamon, right, through Jogressing of two Tortomons. That's it for its profile. I think we've covered enough of that. Let's take a look at its sprite animation. Alright, let's take a closer look at Jagamon's sprite. It looks amazing. This is very nice. This is much better than I remembered. Anyway, let's switch the background as we continue on to his profile. This is his natural habitat. But yes, Jagamon brings back a lot of memories. And honestly, back then when I was playing on the Nature Spirits device, it wasn't fun getting Jagamon because we had no idea how to do that Jogressing and evolution when we were young. My friend and I just kept raising the same Digimon. We have the vaccine type and the data type, and the Jogress combination for the Nature Spirits device back in the 1990s is quite similar to the Jogress here, except that there are less restrictions. As mentioned earlier, you can have two Tortomons Jogressing and you can proceed. Back then, if you have two Tortomons or similarly profiled Digimon, like Tortomon in Nature Spirits and Dolphmon in Deep Savers, they technically occupy the same vaccine Digimon slot. you can't Jogress as well. So that was very strict. Or you can't basically Jogress 2 Tortomons, but now you can. But back then, even despite the restrictions, it's so easy to get Jagamon because by Jogressing a vaccine in the data, you get Jagamon. If you Jogress vaccine with another vaccine, there's a different slot like Kabuterimon and Tortomon, you get Jagamon. So it was very easy to get Jagamon and we kept getting it and we didn't understand why. So it was quite frustrating back then, but this brings back a lot of memories. And yeah, I've seen its sprite many times, and this time with its color, I think it looks very cute. And yeah, it's nice to revisit this part of the childhood. And let's take a closer look at the other animations, but let's turn on the sound. Foolishly, I didn't turn it on just now, full of regrets. But it's okay, we can always capture that in, there'll be other Jogress evolutions, just have to remember to do that. I'll be doing that in Deep Savers and Nightmare Soldiers as well. There's always this specific ultimate level Digimon that has to evolve from Jogress from these 3 devices, and there's always that unfortunate one, and Jagamon is the unfortunate one like I mentioned earlier. Deep Savers will have its one, and so will there be a similarly unfortunate Digimon for Nightmare Soldiers. Anyway, and so what I'm saying is we'll get opportunity to document that when it comes. Alright, we have, let's see, stats. Okay, we need to feed him some pieces of meat. And he has 2 battles won already, that's good. Let's feed him a piece of meat. Oh, you're hungry, aren't you? This is eating animation. That's nice, he's eating. Please eat well. We need to do some training, boy. Let's do some training. Red, once again, let's go. Alright, let's get a mega hit. Oh, the colored sprites are amazing as well, look at it. And the interesting part about Pendulum is that each of the Digimon have a unique attack sprite, or as unique as possible, whereas on your Digimon Color version 1 to 5, your rookie, the 2 rookies always have the same attack sprite. It's the Fireball or the Lightning. And then for adults, or basically champion Digimon, you have your Greymon type of Fireball, you have the Punch, and then you have the Spear, which is all like the needle kind of thing, and then you have the Poop. But each of these, if you notice, they have their unique sprite. So let's check out the angry animation as well. We have the happy animation, we have the angry animation. You can see its attack sprite is the stone. That's unique to Jagamon, or as unique as it can be. Hopefully they don't reuse it. Yeah, that's his angry animation. He's upset because we lost. Alright, but yeah, I like that. And now it's in color, so that's even better. I've really been very fascinated by the fact when I was young that all these Digimon have a very unique attack sprite. It's an upgrade, a visual upgrade compared to version 1 to 5, which it gets very repetitive after a while. But on these devices, it's an additional element of surprise, right? You see, oh wow, it's a new attack animation that you've never seen before. So anyway, that's his happy and angry animation. Since he needs battles, let's see through at least 3 battles in this log. I think that will be fun because we still haven't cleared map 1 out of my conservative way of raising my Digimon. I have a very low risk appetite. So anyway, let's try that. Let's versus Otamamon and let's go. Alright, I'm shaking too early. Let's go! Alright, we are in the red zone. And we are doing so well. Nice. Let's go again. Perfect. Alright, now we are up against Gutsumon, the next enemy here. Gutsumon is data type by his rookie level, so I guess hopefully the evolution stage is an advantage to us. Let's see how we'll fare. Nice. Type disadvantage is still a bit unnerving, so let's hope that doesn't ruin us. You see, he managed to dodge it because of his type advantage. Oh man, that's 1 HP down. Come on, don't disappoint me. Alright, we did it, we did it. We won our 2nd battle. Now we are on to the 3rd battle here. And this is a boss battle against Tentomon, vaccine against vaccine. so that's great. But it's ultimate against Uruki. We stand a good chance. Let's go. Alright, we're almost there. Let's win our first quest battle. And we did it. Awesome, great work, Jagamon. We did it. They're probably butchering your name. Oh yes, and we unlocked the first background. Nice. Let's do the rest of the log in this background. Yeah, because you deserve it. You unlocked it, man. And there you go, new backdrop. And let's see the evening. Does it change to a different lighting for these? It does it? No, it didn't. But anyway, we've seen enough of the evening sky anyway. You can see in the next log again. This is no. He's saying no. Alright, and then we have the sleeping animation. Let's see the sleeping animation here. Does he sleep at 9? No, you sleep later than that. Alright, that's his sleeping animation. Guess that's your sleeping animation. It's so cute. Yes, this is very nostalgic. I've seen this so many times with his little leaf on top. And now, different type of feelings are welling up. This is so nostalgic. But yeah, very cool. Brings back a lot of memories. And looking good. We need to get more battles to evolve. And that's it for today's vlog really. If you haven't already, please go ahead and blast the like and subscribe button with Jagamon's rocks and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. I document every Digimon that I raise and I upload at least twice a week, sometimes every day. And yeah, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!